Hey guys, it's Tyler. Pretty cool intro, right? Yeah, one of my guildies made that for me, so that was pretty cool. Um, but anyway, getting off track. So I'm here for this video to talk to you guys about Demon Hunter DPS, so the Havoc spec, and I wanted to have it should be a pretty quick video, really basic discussion, just kind of showing you the two different specs that we can use for PvE content and talking about the stat priority and fun stuff like that. So I'm going to start it off by just going into our two talent builds that we use. One of them being the demonic build, the other one being the raid build, which is basically just a single target focused build. So I'm going to go ahead and open my talents here and we're going to go over that. So right now I'm using the raid build. And I'm just going to kind of do a quick discussion of the talent picks. First choice, Fellblade. It becomes a manual generator for Fury. That's the reason that you take it. Demon Blades. There's a lot going into Demon Blades. Basically, it has a chance to, off the global cooldown, generate Fury for you and deal an extra 60% damage. So it helps the gameplay be a lot more smooth when you're using this talent, especially when you have a legendary like Anger of the Half Giants. Third talent, First Blood. This is actually the best talent in this whole row, so you just are going to take First Blood regardless. Fourth row is going to be our survivability row. I take Netherwalk for raids. That's really the best one because it gives you 5 seconds of immunity every 2 minutes, not to mention the 100% speed boost. The other option kind of is Soul Rending. I wouldn't really use this though, because for the most part, you're going to be a 4-minute meta user. So that means that you're only getting any use out of this for 30 seconds every 4 minutes. Not really worth, right? 30 seconds? Yeah. 30 seconds. Anyway, so the next talent choice, we're going to go with Nemesis. Nemesis, increase your damage to a target by 25%. If you kill them before that minute is up, then every enemy of that type also gets the 25%. So you can actually use this for AoE as well. You just pick one target, hit them with Nemesis, burst them down, and then you're going to do 25% damage to everything of that type. So it's not bad for trash either, but this is our best boss DPS talent, assuming that you're not going to be attacking 3 talents at once consistently. Some people think this is good for Mythic Botanists, but it's not, because then you're just doing pointless cleave because all of the boss health resets after you kill each one anyway. Next one, I like to take Master of the Glaive here. Throw Glaive is nice to throw in whenever you have an open global and you don't have any Fury. Doesn't happen that often, but occasionally it does, and Throw Glaive gets thrown in there really nicely. It's also nice to have the slow, or the snare, for ads that are important. So ads like on High Botanist again. Those are really good to slow, so it's really nice to have Master of the Glaive for that. And the last one, we're going to go with Chaos Blades. Chaos Blades syncs incredibly well with Nemesis. They're both on a 2-minute cooldown. So I actually have a macro whenever I pop Nemesis. Chaos Blades happens as well. Basically what Chaos Blades does, it takes your mastery and increases all your damage by that. So everything that you do, more damage based on your mastery. My mastery is 38%. Therefore, Chaos Blades increases all my damage by 38%. Also increase your auto attack damage by 150% and causes chaos damage. So that gets some of that as well. So that's the quick and skinny, I guess that's the saying. So that's the quick and skinny for the talents for our single target build that we're going to be using in raids. So next I'm going to show you the demonic build, and the demonic build is what we're going to use for dungeons, Mythic Plus, and like general world quests and stuff like that. So we're going to take Blind Fury, makes I-Beam last 50% longer, and generates basically a full bar of Fury. Next is going to be Demonic Appetite. Has a chance to cause a little soul fragments, those little purple things that fly out on the ground, and you can heal and it sucks in and all that cool shit. Demonic Appetite. Like I said, First Blood's our best talent. We take that for everything. Stick with First Blood. Next one. So with this build, I go with Soul Rending. The reason is because with this build, I'm going to be in meta a lot more, and we're going to get into that as we go down the tree. But metamorphosis is happening more often, therefore you're actually getting some use out of the 70% leech. This is really nice in Mythic Plus, especially ones where skittish is the affix, because you can essentially become a second tank if anything's attacking you, because if you're in meta and you're using Soul Leech, you actually have 100% leech because meta gives you a 30% base. Next, we're going to take Momentum. Momentum's the best because this is usually something that you're going to use, or this build is something that you're going to use when you're fighting a lot of targets. So you're doing 20% increased damage to everything for 4 seconds. So that's why Momentum is best for this build. Next is going to be Unleash Power. I like to take Unleash Power because generally, like I said, I'm using this for Mythic Plus, and at higher level Keystones, that free stun is really nice to have. But you could also get away with Master of the Glaive. Last, we're going to take Demonic. It's the whole name of the build. Can't have a demonic build without using the demonic talent. Makes it so that your eye beams put you in meta for 8 seconds. So that's pretty much why it's called the demonic build, because it just, one, you use the demonic talent, but you end up in metamorphosis quite often with this build. So this is the demonic build. This is what you're going to use for general use, dungeons, Mythic Plus, stuff like that, and bosses like Scorpion, where it's just a constant flow of ads. This build is also very effective for that. So I'm going to go ahead and set my talents back before I forget to. And I'm going to talk about our stats now. So, Demon Hunter stats. When you're a Demon Hunter, your main focus is going to be crit and mastery. Crit, because it synergizes well with our Chaos Strike. I'm going to actually show you that here. Chaos Strike. Slice your target for 375,472 chaos damage. Critical strikes refund 20 fury. So half the fury the Chaos Strike cost gets refunded if you get a critical strike. That's the reason that crit is so important for us, because our main spender, Chaos Strike, becomes half the cost effectively if you get a crit. So that's why crit is so important for us. That's the main reason. Obviously, our other abilities, critting is nice, but this ability right here is the main reason why we take crit. Our second one is Mastery. For those of you who do not know what our Mastery is, increases chaos damage by 38% and movement speed by 27%. The movement speed part is a bonus. It's really nice to have if you're, I mean, I have 27% increased movement speed. That's pretty nice. It's really good for doing old raid farming too if you do that. So that's nice, but the main thing is our chaos damage doing an extra 38%. And our chaos damage, our Chaos Strike is chaos damage, our Chaos Nova is chaos damage, even though that's not a huge thing, but it's still. Eye Beam is chaos damage. Fellblade is fire damage. Fury of the Illidari is chaos damage, and I can't remember if Blade Dance is physical. So that increases the damage for our Chaos Strike, our Chaos Nova, our Eye Beam, our Fell Rush, and our Fury of the Illidari. So that's another reason why Mastery is so important for us, and it also scales with our Chaos Blades, which is something that we use every 2 minutes. So the higher your Mastery, the better your Chaos Blades. So that's really our two main stats. There's not really a break point or anything like that when you're using these stats. So that's something where you just want to make sure that pretty much as much gear as possible has either crit or mastery, if not both. If you're trying to figure out which one is more important for you or what your weights are, I'm going to link in the description my video about simming and how you sim your character and use pawn and things like that to figure out what gear is best for you. That way you can use those tips to kind of figure out what gear is the best. But I know this was a quick video, but I just wanted to have just a really fast, high-level look at the two Demon Hunter talent builds and our stat priority. Crit and Mastery, the best things that we can have. So I want to make a more in-depth video shortly, but this was just to get something out for you guys to look at, something to go over the talents. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to get any more in-depth on it. I am planning on releasing a Demon Hunters slash melee DPS in general raid guide as soon as I can. I just need to record some more footage from our raids, and then I'm going to be using that to compile a video just to kind of talk about how you can survive in progression raids and ways that you can maximize your DPS on certain fights. So with that, if you guys have any questions for me, let me know. Go ahead and put them in the comments down below. Sub if you like my content and if you want to see more. Like the video if you liked the video. Check out my Twitch stream if you have any interest in that. And all those links are going to be in the description of the video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day. Appreciate it.